So
I moved in.
how many pairs of shoes do you have?
I personally own about 25 pairs of shoes, which
I remember when Sky Plus came out and they gave you the remote with the pause and the play button, and I just didn't get it. It was like completely groundbreaking. I was like, how can I pause live TV? You asked that stupid question of, is everyone else going to have it paused?
and then I ask and I say to them, how much do you pay for your socks? Because I pay about up to £10 for my socks. You've paid upwards of we got a half price, so £300 for a pair of fucking socks.
You know what, this guy, right? He's supposed to be my best mate. I'd go in there and I'd be like, can I get a discount? He goes, well, we do have some reduced stock over here. And welcome back, and I will hand you over to my co-host.
Oh, it's me. How we doing? So welcome back to another Chat About It podcast.
Yes, welcome back, and I will be handing the gun and the bullets of conversation.
And the belt and all the stupid little things he says over to me. So I've decided that it'll be interesting to talk about anything that we have potentially collected or are obsessed with.
Okay.
So I will reload the gun with the bullet, or whatever you want to say. Get the old belt out, right?
I've never said belt out.
You've definitely said.
Why would I say get my belt out?
You definitely said.
What are you talking about?
Put on the belt of conversation. You've said that before. You even said we're going to reef the glass.
I've got well,
reef for the glass of conversation.
I can't.
You just stop. Anyway, so something that I wouldn't say collect, but I'm very passionate about is trainers. So when I was back in my younger days,
Can I just stop you there?
Go on, mate.
I've always admired your trainers.
Thank
Ever
you.
since I've known you, you've always actually had very good trainers.
It's something that I don't.
Nice.
Thank you. I don't know where it came from though. Like there's just been a thing that I've just loved trainers. So I would have. Do you remember like when Huaraches first came out?
Oh yeah.
I had the same style of, because there's different styles of them. The same style of Huarache. I had 8 pairs, different colours.
But what do you do with them? Do you keep them as like?
Oh, they're all gone. I don't have them now.
Yeah, but where do they go?
Well, I took them to the charity shop because I'm a lovely human being.
Right. Okay.
So there's some stylish.
So
people.
there's not actually like, for example, some people collect shoes.
No, so
they might not even wear them. They might just collect them as an investment.
I used to do that. So like with these Huaraches, there was 2 that I wore, and then 5 or 6, how many I had, that like some of them, I think I got the limited edition all white. Never came out the box. Like I spent like £150 on a pair of trainers that didn't like.
But where are they now?
Oh, God knows.
You've literally given them away.
I think I sold them probably for like £250, £300 or something like.
So you made double your money.
I made money on that pair because they were limited edition.
Yeah.
But
that's really good, isn't it?
It was good, but I don't.
You're saying it like a bad thing. So I keep cutting you off, but
no, but
it's because you keep running down the road of conversation.
Wow.
I'm trying to slow you down.
No, but there was like, I'm wondering why these obsessions, or why we collect things. Like, why is there anything that you have potentially done? Maybe not clothing or shoes or anything like that.
It's interesting you say. I mean, I got very sort of addicted to buying DVDs when DVDs were a thing, sort of thing.
What's a DVD?
Exactly. I guess I just got a bank account at the age of 16, and I had a bit of money, and on back in them days, in the old days.
Wow.
It's 10 years ago.
Back in DVD times.
10 years ago, you could literally pick up a DVD for like £2 on Amazon. So I was constantly like buying DVDs, and I've still got a collection of like over 1,000 DVDs. So it is like mental, like. But your collection is actually more interesting with shoes because you've actually made money, where I feel like I've bought DVDs and sometimes I've spent a lot of money with them because they are a limited edition or special edition, but I can't imagine them actually being worth anything.
Well,
really.
I think the reason why I sold that particular pair is because, like I said, I bought them thinking I was going to wear them, and it was the kind of thing where like white trainers, I've only got 1 pair of white trainers now. It's such a mistake because the second they get dirty, like I'm baby wiping it, I'm putting it in the washing machine, like Just to keep them the same colour.
Would you say you're an expert on trainers?
I wouldn't say an expert. I'd say like, I obviously because I've worked in like fashion before, and I kind of have been exposed to it. I think I have a good idea of what's good and what's not. That's my opinion. I have quite a strong opinion on that. And
So, for example, could you go into a website and you see a limited edition pair of trainers? Could you say to yourself, "I'm going to buy these, and I could actually make money on them"?
Probably, yeah. Like
So-
I probably could, but I wouldn't say I'm an expert on that, and it's not something that I'm like. For example, I had 7 or 8 pairs of the exact same shoe previously. I wouldn't do that now. Like, although where I live now, I purposefully moved in to where I live because there's a wardrobe or a cupboard that is perfect for shoes. So all of my shoes go in there, and that was one of the main reasons why I moved in.
How many pairs of shoes do you have?
I personally own about 25 pairs of shoes, which I don't think that's that many.
That is mental.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't think.
25 pairs of shoes.
But then I don't. Yeah, but
You've got 2 feet, Sam.
But I'm including pairs that I don't like. That I don't wear, like football boots. They count.
Right.
They're in my collection as such. But like I've got all these shoes. I only wear about 4 or 5 pairs of them. So like I don't know why I've got so many.
Do you have some now that are just completely not being used?
Oh yeah.
So you've got loads that you could potentially sell, right?
Yeah, but they're probably not worth anything. Like they're not like limited editions like the ones I
Oh,
had
so they
before.
wouldn't be worth anything even if they're like
No.
new.
Not at all.
All right.
Like they'll be worth what I paid basically.
Okay.
And the difficulty I have with shoes is that
That's still good. Sorry, but that's still good.
yeah,
that
but it
you're-
just seems
it holds the value,
it
right?
seems pretty pointless. Like what's the point in? But that's if I don't wear them, I might as well have not bought them because I would have kept that money.
Yeah.
So like I don't.
So why do you buy them?
I buy trainers. Like trainers is like if I was to go on a night out, I wouldn't wear trainers. If I was to just go out like to meet the boys or go out with a female, and I wanted to get a new outfit. What?
It's the way you say female. I can't get over that.
What female?
You literally say female like that fella does from Friday Night Dinner, and it's just not.
I think that's why I say it like that. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
But if I was to see a female, I want to like get a new outfit. Let's say, if you were to get a new outfit, would you buy a particular item first?
I would say shoes would be the last thing I'd.
Shoes are my first thing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's the thing. So like I would base what I'm wearing
So
on my
maybe
shoes.
that's the right way to do it. To be honest.
Well, I'm a very stylish young man. So
Well, maybe it is.
no. But like I think for me, it's like so I will always match my t-shirt to my shoes, or if I've got a particular or my jeans to my shoes, or there's a logo that matches the shoes or the laces. I think about these things because I'm a bit fucking weird, mate. And but that's the thing. Like so, I'll wear, for example, the shoes I got today are black. I'm wearing black jeans.
Yeah.
But they've got a white logo on it. My top's got a white logo on it.
Yeah.
So it kind of like matches up.
Well, that is probably as well from working in a fashion sort of environment.
Yeah, definitely. Like I've kind of been exposed to that.
Yeah, so I can definitely sort of see that's the reason why you would have got into that. I mean, it's interesting when you talk about sort of collections. I really wish that I did have a collection at some point in my life where it could have been an investment. Like
I think when I was going.
Well, no. Well, recently, yeah. I wasn't actually going to go into that, but I'll mention it. That
Go on.
recently, I've been speaking to Sam about his thoughts on me starting a collection of football cards. I feel like they're actually sort of really not looked at. I mean, you have to bear in mind that a lot of them at the moment are investments. You can buy a football card with someone's signature on it, and in 5-10 years down the line, and especially when there's like only 25 of them in the world.
I know. I think
that's another selling point.
Do you think you're getting inspiration from this whole phenomenon right now of the whole Pokemon thing?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think it's very sort of crazy to think that if I took it, because I never really got into the Pokemon cards, but if I took it seriously, and if I looked after all the cards, you could potentially be sitting on hundreds £1,000.
I think that like, there's a guy
At the moment.
in America who is quite literally sitting on millions because
Yeah.
he's got cards that are worth 100, 200,000. He's got 4 of them.
Yeah.
And he's obviously got other cards as well. I understand why you'd want to get into it. However, do you think that some people commit their life to it?
No. I wouldn't want to do that. I just feel like it's also something I could see myself enjoying, like collecting cards of football players, like not just my team from my team, but football players that I have admired in the past. Like it would be quite amazing to think I've actually got a card with his signature on, and maybe some of the cards actually have a piece of the shirt.
Yeah.
So you have the shirt and the signature, and it feels like you actually have a piece
I have a
of
question.
them in a way. Go on.
So I've seen these, like the card you're talking about, where it has the shirt. Do you actually think it's part of their shirt, or do you think it's a shirt that they're selling?
So the particular cards I was looking at, they're traded by Panini,
Yeah.
and Panini are like literally the number one place to go to. So I definitely do think it's all legit, and it's all.
But you say that it's not like, say for example, I don't want to get into a football chat. Let's just say Lionel Messi has this match-worn shirt card. It's not like at the end of the game they're gonna think, well, we need to save this shirt for Panini, so we're gonna cut up little bits and then we're gonna put it into this card. Like that's like, you know what I mean? Like, so that, like for me, it's a thought of there's probably so many fakes out there, so you have to be so careful to get into that sort of thing.
For sure, yeah. I mean, I do think it's absolutely amazing to see this sort of like Pokemon. I mean, really, when you think about it, it's a company in Japan who made these cardboard cards in 1999, and all of a sudden have become super relevant and super sellable and collectible.
Okay, another question. Sorry to interrupt. Do you think if this amazing virus that we always talk about, if this didn't happen, do you think Pokemon cards would have reappeared?
Who knows? To be honest with you, I feel like they must have always had a value, but then when you get a lot of relevant, or let's say relevant, famous people have a look at and bring it into the limelight, then of course the price is only going to go up. But I feel like really going back to what my original collection was, which was DVDs, and the reason why I did collect DVDs because I enjoyed it. Like, you have to enjoy your collection, don't you? You have to. I was so proud at that age, having all of them DVDs, being able to, when you have the opportunity to watch a film, I have this array of films and a huge collection. I put it all in like genre. I literally made.
You got to do it right.
Yeah. So like, if I was if I wanted to see a comedy, I've got a comedy section and this and that, and I really felt like that really helped me sort of enjoy films at that time. It's actually even funny now, 10 years later, that someone would even do that, buy DVDs and put them. Do you know what I mean? So
I suppose at that particular time, like this makes us sound like we're bloody ancient, but 10 years ago, like Netflix didn't exist.
Netflix would have been mind blown because do you know the
point I'm trying to make?
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, 10 years ago, Sky was unbelievable. To think you could record a program, pause it, go off it, and then go back on and play from where you left off. Yeah, play from where you left off was like unreal. I mean, I remember when they first, because my family was like we were like the Sky family, if that makes sense. So we always had a Sky box, but I remember when Sky Plus came out and they gave you the remote with the pause and the play button, and I just didn't get it. It was like completely groundbreaking. I was like, how can I pause live TV? You asked that stupid question of, is everyone else going to have it paused?
No, but that was like genuinely. That is genuine concern.
You're like, am I going to pause this for everyone? Could you imagine?
But,
you'd be fuming. You'd be like, oh, he's paused it again.
You'd still be watching that same programme. Yeah. That is mental. But I find it interesting. Like, I would actually... I'm not saying, like, you shouldn't do it or, you know, it's not up to me what you do. Because I know you've been sending me all these cards. Like,
I mean, but then it goes... I have these really weird things, though, Sam. Is that, like, if you enjoy it, then that's why you should do it. Not because of... oh, I'm going to buy this card for money. It's like you buy your shoes because you enjoy the shoes.
No, I agree.
You might even, without even knowing it, you might just enjoy having the shoe, looking at the shoe, but not even wearing it. Do you see what I mean?
So
the fact that it's in your possession, it's a mental thing.
I mean, it's not really a comparison. But say for example, when I'm out and about and there's someone walking past who's got like a nice pair of trainers on, and I can see like they're
eyeing their trainers.
Yeah, like I eye up their trainers. Is it the sort of thing where, say for example, you were passing someone who's got this card collection, are you going to be like, oh my god, you've got that card? Like, is that the sort of thing you do?
It's funny, it's really weird you mentioned that. There's a scene in a film. Have you seen Hot Fuzz?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a scene.
Finally, a film I've seen.
Yeah, finally.
Amazing.
So there's a scene in Hot Fuzz where they come across this guy that's got this DVD collection. I was so sad at the time. I paused it at that scene.
No, you didn't.
Just to look at what collection he had.
Shut up.
Just to see what DVDs he had, and it was sort of that. I actually envied him because it was amazing. It was a huge amount of DVDs, and it was almost like, well, that's what I should aspire to, sort of thing. So
wow.
So yeah, but it's similar to what you're saying. You're saying like you're looking at someone's trainers, you're admiring them, and you're going, actually, I'd like to get them or something similar.
But it's not even that. It's like, so when the reason I don't buy so many trainers now, like I have quite a lot. But the reason I don't buy it is because I would have had a select pair of trainers that I could wear with one outfit.
Yeah.
So it was almost like, if I wear these shoes, I have no other choice. I have to wear those jeans and that t-shirt with that bomber jacket or whatever, and literally like I'm wearing the same clothes all the time. So I think like I stopped to kind of be like, first of all to save money on products or shoes that I would actually wear, and then also to again have a bit more choice, I suppose, because at the end of the day, I don't know, like, but trainers are expensive anyway, like.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
So like recently, like I bought a pair of trainers, got a discount on them, and they were still over £100.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous. Whereas like I envy people who have small feet, who have like children's size feet, because for the price of the shoes that I can get 2 pairs. If I was
mate,
mate, I'm so envious. Like, actually, it annoys me. Like,
yeah, but I guess at the same time you're paying for the brand, aren't you? You're paying for the make of the shoe.
But I'm not. Okay, this may be something a good topic. Are you swayed by brands?
In some cases, yes. In some cases, like, because for example, if I'm buying a gym shirt, like I quite like, as a whole, I like Gymshark.
Okay.
So if I'm getting Gymshark shirt or trousers, I'm quite confident that they'll be a good fit.
Yeah.
It'll be good quality. And because I enjoy the clothes, I will pay the extra because I know of the quality and I enjoy it. So that's an honest.
Yeah. So for me, there's certain. But
then it gets silly, right? So say like, I know this might come across to me sound like a 80-year-old again, but what's the shoes that look like a sock and it's got the white?
For Balenciagas.
Yeah,
don't
so
even get me fucking started.
So basically, you're buying a shoe,
God.
which is a sock, for what? For what are they? 300, 400 quid?
Mate, you're in the wrong ballpark, mate. They're £600.
£600 for sock shoes. Basically.
So the company I used to work for, I used to get a 50% discount. I haven't got my connections anymore. I do apologise. But I used to get 50% off. Different connections, but that keeps on coming up. But I used to be able to get 50% off, and I would toy with the idea of getting Balenciagas with that company for 2 years, and it's only now that I don't work for them that I want the shoes.
Really? What, Balenciagas?
No, not the socks, because so people would come in, and I'd literally say what you just said. I'd be like, "What are you wearing under your shoes?" They'd be like, "Socks," and I'd be like, "So you're wearing 2 pairs of socks?" and then I say to them, how much do you pay for your socks? Because I pay about, up to £10 for my socks. You've paid upwards of, buddy, we got a half price, so £300 for a pair of fucking socks. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's almost, that's like, some people pay that much for their rent.
But it's crazy in not just shoes, but like in terms of all fashion. Like you could go in Hugo Boss and spend over £1,000 on a suit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you are paying for the brand. It
No,
gets
I
to
agree.
a point where it's like, yeah, I'm paying a bit more because I like it, But then it gets to like,
it's
I'm
a bit
paying a
mental.
stupid amount of money
Yeah.
because I have X
But
amount
because
of money.
I've got a stupid amount of money,
Yeah,
basically.
probably,
Like,
yeah.
so I mean,
But that's
people-
essentially like what you're trying to do. You're trying to buy the name. You're trying to be like, look at
But
me,
it-
Hugo Boss.
Yeah, okay, I get that. But so there's one shop that I actively don't shop in.
Superdry.
No,
No,
that's
you used to work
I
there.
used to work there, and you just got a very tasty discount, mate. So
Yeah, what now and again, yeah. If I was allowed.
how dare you?
If I was allowed. You
but-
know what, this guy, right? He's supposed to be my best mate. I'd go in there and I'd be like, can I get a discount? He goes, well, we do have some reduced stock over here.
But
Can you believe that?
I was a salesman, you know. I didn't want to lose money. We didn't make any money as it was anyway. But I was gonna say there's one shop that I actually don't shop in, which people might think, oh, you're a bit of a snob for not going there. I can't do a Primark. Like, it's just not.
Hold on. Have you actually bought clothes from Primark before?
When I was younger, yeah, like previously.
So why not now?
Right, so I would much rather pay for, not like Hugo Boss or anything like that. I'd much rather pay, instead of getting like a white t-shirt that's got a logo on it, whatever, I'd much rather pay for the quality of that t-shirt than get a Primark t-shirt that after I wash it, it's got a hole in. Like, it's pointless. I know I've spent less money, but I've got t-shirts that I've had from other brands, which we won't mention in this podcast, but other brands.
Other brands are available.
Yeah. That, you know, I've had for a year or two,
Yeah.
and they're as if they're new. So I just think there's no point in going to somewhere where you're gonna have to constantly buy something. If it's like, so for example, I was decorating a house or something, then I'd go to a lesser brand. But I can't. Me and Primark don't really go in. Like I mentioned in my, this sounds really bad, in previous podcasts about my allergies. I think I'm allergic to Primark.
Yeah. No, that's quite. You should be ashamed of yourself, to be honest. I think that's quite snobby.
Thank you. But no, but that's just like my one shop I can't
Yeah.
go into. I just can't deal with it.
Well, no, I mean, it is a bit. The experience is not nice going into a very busy Primark. I know what you mean.
You go in there. Say you want to go in there for a white t-shirt. Takes you 5 minutes to pick it up. You're waiting in the queue for bloody half an hour.
Yeah.
And by the time you've got it, it's probably got a hole in. So you know, like there's just no point.
Fair enough.
That's just my opinion. I'm very sorry if I've offended anyone that regularly shops in Primark, works in Primark. I just don't like it.
So basically, just leaving that subject, we've sort of evaluated that collectibles can be a good thing, and they can also be.
They can, yeah.
They can also make you lose money. Like me, I lost probably a lot of money on DVDs. I've still got them. You know, maybe one day I might get a fraction.
I just
of
think
what
that's
what I
something
paid
that's
for.
never going to come back.
Yeah,
though.
but then, for example, if you collected Pokemon cards when you were younger, you would have hundreds of thousands of pounds. So it's sort of like weird how the world works in ways, I guess. But that's
True.
You sort of like lucky or unlucky depending on what you actually like. It's also about being introduced into things. I think like I probably would have loved to get into Pokemon cards if I was properly introduced to it, but because I wasn't,
I was never interested. Like I had Pokemon cards, but I didn't really get it. Like
yeah.
I think I just got it because people got it, and similar to like I used to collect football cards because I wanted to complete the sticker album.
That would be a sticker album.
But then you say that, like you look at sticker albums online. There's people who sell their full sticker albums. I think my dad's even got one from like 1970s or how. Don't know how old he is, but you know, from however long ago.
Shout out to Malcolm.
There we go. Another shout out. He's got a full sticker album from when he was younger. It's worth like £5, and it's full and in pretty good condition.
Yeah.
Because like maybe there isn't a market for that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, who's to say that in 10 years or 15 years time, if you do start a collection, it might be worth something. Good luck to you, mate. But it's not for me.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Well, let us know, guys, if you've got any sort of interesting collectibles that you have collected in the past. Let us know what it is.
Or if there's something you're interested in collecting, we also would be interested.
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Please share, like, sub, and keep listening.
Absolutely. Because if you do all that stuff, you should know by now that you're just a top legend.
Yeah, proper
a big-
legend.
Proper legend.
Alright guys, be lucky.
We'll see you when you're older.